We know that she was last seen on surveillance outside that ritzy Argyle club. Members only, very posh. But then screams were heard later, chilling screams. There's the Argyle. So, what do we know? Straight out to Maritza Mendoza, joining us, investigative reporter at News 4 San Antonio, who has been on the case from the very beginning. And of course, I don't say the story. This is not a story, this is real. There are children looking for mom, and right now, we know that LA law enforcement is digging through, and this is so hard to do. There's an art and a science to it. I'm going to go to Brian Fitzgibbons on that in a moment. Searching through a landfill, a dump. Can you imagine? 3, 4, 5 feet tall of trash in certain areas. There you see, they are combing through it with rakes. That's from our friends at KABB and WOAI, and that's just the beginning. Many of the workers have to wear, oh dear Lord in heaven, that's what I'm talking about. 3, 4 feet deep of trash from all over the area, rotting food, baby diapers that have been out in the sun for weeks, refuse, everything. There's probably rodents in there, rats, and they are, how in the hay are they going to find Suzanne and all of that? To Maritza Mendoza. Maritza, thank you so much again for being with us, News 4 San Antonio. Let's start at the beginning. Tell me about the night that she and her husband are at the Argyle. What is the Argyle?
Well, Nancy, the Argyle is a very exclusive club in San Antonio. Only members join there. It's a very high membership to join that club. Suzanne and Brad were invited to a party there. They attended. I spoke to her mother over the weekend, and the mother said that Suzanne had initially called her saying, "Hey, can you come and watch the kids?" Her youngest is 5. And her mom may have said, "I'm busy." Suzanne said, "I'll figure it out." She figured it out. She went to the party, and then Brad followed, or vice versa, from
Hold on
across
just
the
one
street.
moment. I want to circle back to the Argyle one moment. If I could get our controller to show me the photos of inside and outside the Argyle. I understand that they devote all the money they make from fees and events to research, medical research. Now, you look at this and it looks amazing. It looks like you might see Prince William and Kate there. But here's the reality. Isn't it true? Brian Fitzgibbons joining me, Director Operations USPA, nationwide security, specialty, finding missing people. Brian, you can be rolling in money. You are still not insulated from crime.
Nancy, it's a common misperception that your status or wealth insulates you from this type of event happening. And all too often, we see it in all types of communities that you could be the poorest of the richest of the rich.
You know, Marisa Mendoza again joining us, News 4 San Antonio. I want to go back to that evening. So she's there at this event. Everything's going beautifully. Then we see her leaving. Now, that, as I said, was the last video surveillance or photo that happened to catch her leaving. But it wasn't quite the last time she was spotted. Listen.
Almost Park PD are desperately searching for a missing mom of 4. Suzanne Simpson, 51, is a white female approximately 5'5", 140 pounds, with hazel eyes and brown hair hitting just below her shoulders. Suzanne was last seen outside her East Almost Drive home Sunday evening after having a dinner at the Argyle, a private club in Alamo Heights. Suzanne was last seen wearing a black short-sleeve dress, nude chunky heels, and a watch or bracelet on her right wrist.
So actually, Marisa, neighbors saw her after she came home from the Argyle. Is that correct?
So a neighbor from across the street heard arguing and fighting, so he looked out his window and saw the couple fighting outside of their home.